Hello internet people, welcome to another edition of the Broken Box Gamer. Today on the Broken Box Gamer, I'd like to talk about a game that's already very popular. There are so many variations and additions to this game out there that it's very hard to keep track of which ones are available. If you do have all of them, more power to you. But this is a wonderful game. It's very simplistic. Younger players will love it. And honestly, I really enjoyed playing this one. This is none other than... Oh, mind the T. Ticket to Ride London. Yes. Cute little plastic buses. Scoring markers. Transportation cards, destination ticket cards, London game board. Once you've placed the game board, the first thing you do to set up Ticket to Ride London is to place your score marker on the 0 space on the score tracker, like so. Next, shuffle the transportation cards and deal 2 to each player to create the starting hand. It's 2 for the opponent, and 2 for us. Next, take the transportation deck and place a row of 5 cards face up at the side of the board, placing the transportation deck nearby once finished. Bugger. In the event you draw any of these rainbow bus cards, you have to completely redo the 5 cards. There, 5 cards and no buses. Sorted. Next, shuffle and deal 2 destination cards to each player. 2 for the opponent and 2 for us. These are destination tickets. Each destination ticket has 2 locations and a point value. This point value is what you'll score if you've managed to complete that route by the end of the game during the final scoring phase. Failure to do this will lose you the points printed on the card. Once dealt, each player will look at the destination cards, keep one, and then return the other to the bottom of the destination card deck. Let's go with Covent Garden. The other player will do the same. Once everyone has their final destination card, place the remaining destination cards at the side of the board, remembering to keep your destination card and any subsequent destination cards you gain a secret until the end of the game. The object of the game in Ticket to Ride London and in Ticket to Ride in general is to have more points than the other players. The highest scorer at the end of the game wins. You do this by claiming routes between adjacent locations. Successfully completing the route listed on any destination ticket you have will earn you more points, in this case between Piccadilly Circus and Regent's Park. You can also complete districts, connecting every numbered location in that district. For example, this is District 1. It's worth just 1 point. This is 2 and worth 2 points, and so on and so forth. At the end of the game, you will lose points for every destination ticket you have that you did not complete, you mug. Starting with the youngest player, or most British, play will continue clockwise, taking turns until the game ends. On your turn, you can do one of 3 actions. You can draw transportation cards, claim a route, or draw destination ticket cards. These are your standard 6 transportation cards, and the special rainbow bus transportation card. You'll need multiples of a colour to claim a corresponding route on the board. These colours are black, green, orange, pink, yellow, and blue. The rainbow bus cards are wild cards, and therefore can be used as any colour. There's no limit to how many transportation cards you can have in your hand at any one time, so have at 'em. The action of drawing transportation cards allows you to draw 2 of them. You can take the top card from the deck, a blind draw if you will, or you can take any of the 5 face-up cards shown at the side of the board. If you do this, immediately replace any you take with the top card from the deck. As an exception, if you take a bus card from those being offered at the side of the board as your first card, you cannot take another card on that turn. If, at any time, and in the unlikely event that there are 3 buses on the side of the board, discard and refresh all 5 cards. When the time comes for the transportation deck to be empty, simply shuffle the discard pile and create a new deck. Looking at our cards, we got a pink rocket and a blue milk float. We should probably go for another pink and try to get some of those pink roots done. There we go. Lovely jubbly. For the purposes of this video, I've revealed what our opponent has. They're going to try and go for a green route, so they're going to take the green card from the offering at the side of the board. In order to claim a route, which is another action you can take, you simply need to discard a number of the same coloured cards needed to claim that route. So in this case, we'll discard 2 pinks, putting them in the discard pile. Get out of it. Which means we can place 2 of our buses down, claiming any route that needs 2 pinks. Done. With 2 buses placed, it means we are awarded 2 points, as shown by the route scoring table, which is helpfully printed on the board. Route claims are the only points that are scored immediately. When claiming a route, there are a few extra rules you need to be aware of. Firstly is the rule regarding double routes. If one player manages to claim one side of a double route, that player may not claim the other side of that route. If you're playing a 2-player game, only one player may claim that route. You may notice a few grey routes around the board. These can be claimed by any coloured set that you choose to use. So long as you're discarding enough cards of the same colour, then you can happily claim that route. Yes. Looking at our destination ticket, we need to connect Hyde Park to Covent Garden to gain 3 points during the final scoring phase. After drawing a new card, we see we have a magical rainbow bus. This technically means we have 2 blues, since the bus is a wild card and can be used as any colour we want. So, let's claim that grey route between Hyde Park and Piccadilly Circus, using our blue cards. We're halfway there. Remember that since I've claimed one half of the routes between those 2 locations, and this is a 2-player game, my opponent cannot claim this route at all, or at least not the one between Hyde Park and Piccadilly Circus. Let's gain those other 2 points. Our opponent has decided to take 2 blue cards that were available on the side of the board, giving him a total of 3 cards. The geezer's going to claim the blue route over here between the Tower of London and Brick Lane, gaining him 4 points for claiming a route with 3 buses. Look at him with his points and stuff. In order to complete our destination card, we need a yellow or a green transportation card. That'll complete our route as shown on the card here. 3 points are in our future. So let's take a yellow. And why not? Let's get a green too. Get here. Certainly a fan of these yellow submarines. Looking at our hand, I'm going to play the green, as there seems to be plenty of yellows going around for us to take later. This gains us 1 point for the little bus, as well as gaining an extra 3 points at the end of the game during the final scoring phase, as we've completed our route from Hyde Park to Covent Garden. If on your turn you choose to take a destination ticket instead of a transportation card, take 2 from the deck. You don't have to keep both, but you do have to keep at least one of them. If you choose to keep one, we'll take the 11-pointer. Make sure you keep it secret though. Then place the discarded one onto the bottom of the destination card deck. Awesome sauce. If at any time there is only one destination card left in the deck, you can still do this action, but you must keep the card. You cannot discard it. Alright? Destination cards and their completion must be kept secret from all other players until the end of the game. The game ends when a player has 2 or fewer buses left in their supply. All players will then take one final turn, a last-ditch effort to score a few extra points. Then the game will end and the final scoring phase begins. The final scoring phase consists of revealing the destination ticket cards to each other and adding any completed card values to the current scores shown on the score tracker, going around the outside of the board. Then subtracting the values of any cards that were not completed. Finally, each player scores the values of any districts they might have completed. As I said earlier, each district consists of a number of locations with the same colour and number assigned to them. This number is also how many points that completed district is worth. To complete a district, a player must have linked each location to each other location in that district via their claimed routes. The player with the most points after adding all the bonuses wins the game. In the case of a tie, the player who completed the most destination tickets wins. But if you're still tied, well, congratulations, you're both mugs. But as I said in the Fallout video, you can always toss a coin. Now, clear off and get out of my gaff. And that was Ticket to Ride London, Diamond Geezer, yeah! On a more serious note, this is a wonderful little game. Its simplistic nature will appeal to the younger players, and honestly, you could probably knock out a game within about half an hour, so it's relatively quick too. The artwork is fantastic, the way it lightheartedly pokes fun in 1960s British culture. Oh, that's just wonderful. Though I am British, so I could probably relate to it more than a few others. Though I wasn't born in the 60s. I know the Beatles. Not personally, though. Never mind. But anyway, yeah, so that's Ticket to Ride London by Alan R. Moon, released by Days of Wonder, 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, that you could probably get away with letting a few younger players have a go at this one. If you've never played a Ticket to Ride game before, I recommend this one to get into. It's a very easy one, as I said before, it's very quick to pick up. And yeah, if you want to get into the series, I'd say this is a great starting point to get to the table. And that was Ticket to Ride London. Thanks ever so much for watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment if you wish. I love hearing some feedback or some recommendations of what you'd like to see on the channel. And I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Until the next episode of Broken Box Gamer, take care, have a good one. Mind your teeth. I'd like today to talk to you about none other than Ticket to Ride London, which is upside down. And that was Ticket to Ride London, Diamond Geezer, yeah!